Hi guys, my name is lelasophia. I am an artist and fine jewelry designer. If you like contemporary fine jewelry, if you like luxury handbags, all things interiors, then I have some fun videos for you. You guys, today might be a very, very small, short video, but it might be one of the most exciting. I kind of can't believe that I'm about to make this video. If you guys have noticed, we do indeed have a different background for the last few videos. You know, I was waiting for a little bit to again, I'm giving it away, but settle in. But I have a surprise for you guys. First and foremost, if you guys are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you in all of my future videos. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at lelasophia jewelry. I put up videos every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and so I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Okay, so, you know, I really, this is where my Virgo self shines. I, for the last probably like 4 years, have been thinking of moving. And yes, this is giving it away. I've been thinking of moving. I lived in Soho, New York for 11 years and 3 months to be exact. I kind of can't believe that. From my sophomore year, literally from my 19th birthday, like a month before my 19th birthday, to 2 months after my 30th birthday, I lived in that same home. I redid it a bunch of times. I had roommates at different times. I've had a lot of different lives, I feel like, lived in that apartment. Now I can talk about it that I'm not in that building anymore, but I lived in a building that was once very quiet, that was very Soho, that was very kind of quintessential, not like a cool Soho loft or anything, but an old building with a lot of units. It was very New York. I watched Soho have this insane kind of like literal evolution, going from like the if you know, you know. I remember when like Lucas Sabat would hang out at the old Kith, and the ASAP crew would be down there at V-Files, and like it was very much so hush hush, and it was very kind of cool streetwear brands. Like a lot of them got their starts there. Again, the old Kith, the old Atrium, like all of those brands were very much so kind of birthed out of the if you know, you know Soho. Supreme was right across the street from me. Like I literally watched all of the evolution of this kind of decade of Supreme until they moved, Toto Kaya, like all these really cool brands. I watched it all. I watched it all literally from my doorstep. And then after, this is now turning into a longer video than I realized. I'm giving you my whole life story. But essentially, it was this really interesting thing that happened, and I used to live on the most quiet, chill block on Lafayette and Spring. It used to be like so calm. It was serene. It was beautiful. Nobody really hung out there. Again, like the coffee shop in my building was like very chill. And then I went on to open my own store in my building called Sapphire Homes. Then my jewelry brand was birthed out of Soho. Really like was just like my home for so long. It meant so much to me. And then during the pandemic, I think everybody was so like had a moment of being worried, and all of the Soho riots happened during that time. For some reason, I had a gut feeling that Soho was never going to go anywhere. And I was not only proved right, like tenfold. Literally that area not even just that area, Soho, if you guys know New York at all, Soho, and then Nolita, even NoHo, even Tribeca, even like Canal Street, even all the Chinatown, Little Italy, everything. It got to be just about the busiest area in all of New York. It now is busier than Times Square, in my own humble opinion. Been that way for the last 3 years, like very quickly. During those first couple of months of the pandemic, if you guys know about all the riots and the protests, I was there. I literally was in the center of it all. Me and my dog during the whole thing. And each one of those brand stores I watched rebuild, then like just picking up where they left off. Like a lot of people who made it through the pandemic, a lot of stores unfortunately closed, but the ones that were able to survive the pandemic, like my goodness, did they thrive? And when I tell you, it was like the people came from all over, and especially as travel started coming up again and people started coming to New York, it was Soho. And I don't know if that has something to do with TikTok. I don't know if that has, so I have no idea what it has to do with, or just people wanting a different experience in New York. It became my area, and I kind of wasn't expecting that. I always thought that Hudson Yards was gonna like be the new cool shopping area. I was totally wrong. And so long story very long, Soho became insane. And so apparently about 3 years ago for sure, 4 years ago I for sure had the idea, But 3 years ago, I was like, it might be a little bit too hectic here. It might be a little bit too crazy. So I started looking for apartments 3 years ago. And this part I will make quick. I essentially, long story short, found my dream home. It's so crazy to even be looking around as I'm sitting here telling this to you guys. Found my dream home probably about 6 months ago. And it was quite a long process of getting in here, but I have officially moved. I have officially moved to my dream apartment in Manhattan still. It is not in Soho, if you can definitely tell. But it's so New York. It's so gorgeous. It's really like a home that I can build, I think, and maybe even have forever. It's just such a crazy thing, like, not to get very emotional and personal, but being a single woman, you know, I just turned 30, being someone who has never had a partner, who has never been married, who has never really had my own little nuclear family, having an apartment, having a home, like being able to build something as a home is just like, it's kind of the most meaningful thing in the world, quite indescribable. And I feel like it's something that I could build for my future family. I feel like it's something that could be really homey and really cozy. And essentially this video is to share with you guys. Obviously there's a whole different background. You guys might be seeing kind of different things. There's different light. First of all, I never once had natural light in my other apartment, and like, hello. There is sun shining currently right now. But I also, even though I really Virgo'd my whole move, and like in the course of just a couple days, literally organized everything in my old apartment and perfectly put it like exactly how it was on my moving day in my new apartment. It was very me of me to do. I do have some work that I'm thinking of doing to the apartment, and so I'd love to know if you guys would be interested in that. I know I talk about interiors very, very infrequently, but it is, I would say, my fourth love next to music, jewelry, and handbags. I'd love to know if you guys would be interested in that. There's definitely some fun home things that I'm really looking to do, just like maintenance wise, but also some fun decorative stuff, fun organization stuff. I'm currently waiting for like a whole new bag setup that I think will be very unique and kind of weird. I'd love to know if you guys want to see that process when it arrives. And yeah, I had to share with you guys because truly, like I say, like I sound like a broken record every single time, but you guys mean so much to me. And this community, like, I hope when we talk individually, I hope you know that, like, that's really, like, it's mind-blowingly beautiful to me. It's very, very meaningful. This community is everything. And so I'm so grateful, and I kind of can't believe that I'm able to share this with you guys now, meaning, like, I can't believe it's real. I can't believe I'm here, I'm settled in, and I also really want your thoughts. I want to know what you guys want to see going forward. As always, thank you so, so, so much for watching. This has just been, it's crazy. I hope that there will be more, like, really beautiful, life-changing things that I'll get to share with you over the next few years when I'm doing this. And so this seems like the first big one. This seems like a really big deal. Again, thank you. And as always, I can't wait to see you in my next one. Bye, guys.